Chat, do you think if I played this music enough that will Fire Emblem Free House's remake or DLC expansion into existence? I know the game's only 5 years old, shut up. Hello chat, can you hear me okay? Alright, welcome to stream everyone. Welcome to what is the start of a very busy evening of streams for me. Because a couple things happened this week that I was not planning on when I started out this week. I thought today was actually going to be a very bland Thursday since we aren't doing a collab like we often do. But no, I was wrong because one, Nintendo announced a Nintendo Direct for the Nintendo Switch, the original. Not the Switch 2 Direct that's been scheduled for next week. It's been scheduled for a few months now. I was already planning on doing a reaction to that, spoilers, but... yeah, but it turns out they just randomly dropped one for the OG Switch today, so I have literally zero idea what's going to be in it, so... I figured I couldn't watch it this morning because I was busy at work, but now that I'm back, I figured might as well watch it before Portal 2, so we'll do that, we'll do Portal 2, but we'll end stream. Not long after I end stream, I will be going back onto Psycrafter's Twitch channel to finish the podcast episode on A Silent Voice. We did not finish Anime vs. Reality. The episode, we got to yapping so much about the movie, we literally did not finish the episode. We went 2.5 hours, but by the time we were getting to, like, towards the 2/3 point of the movie, it was 1:30 a.m. where I was, and I was just wiped out. Like, I needed to go to bed, so we agreed to push back the second half to today, so... look forward to that at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on his channel, so probably only be a small gap in between the two, so I'll give Psycrafter another shout out here, so you guys know where to go if you want to catch part 2. Apparently, yeah, it's the first time Psycrafter's ever done a part 2, also, so that's even funnier. We just could not stop talking about that movie. And everything even remotely tangentially related to that movie, because we went down quite a few rabbit holes. Turns out it's dangerous to give two people who like to talk a podcast. Even one episode of one. I think the mic just picked up when I shifted in my seat slightly. That's a little disturbing. Alrighty then, let's hop right into it. I'm actually watching the Switch Direct on my Switch, if you can believe it, so... alright, let's go ahead and get into it. What? Why do I need to sign in? I just want to play it. There we go. I don't know why that was so confusing. Alright, let's get into it. Let me know if I need to adjust the audio at any point. Oh yeah, the Dragon Quest remakes, because they announced they were remaking 1 and 2 when they dropped free. I have some friends that are gonna go insane with this news. I mean, the news was already established, but just in general. I am not a Dragon Quest fan, but God bless those who are, because they are ride or die for the series. Although I say I am not a Dragon Quest fan, I've never really played one. To be fair, the most experience I have with Dragon Quest is literally Fortune Street on the Wii, so Perhaps it's a series I need to give a proper try at some point. I gave Final Fantasy its proper try last year, what with Final Fantasy VII, so I guess it's probably time I should give Dragon Quest a go. Is this theme just used in every single Dragon Quest game out of curiosity? It certainly feels like it. I've never seen a trailer for a Dragon Quest game that didn't have some variant of this. Okay, so coming out this year, still on OG Switch. Again, this is all OG Switch. They made it very clear. They told us at the beginning.
I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. Today, we'll be providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games. We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah, they're
April
even
2nd.
announcing
so
it here.
please tune in for that as well. What you just saw was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake from Square Enix.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Another character.
I always thought it was
appeared
Square
at the end.
Enix.
What kind of adventure awaits?
Oh, they added
You're
FMC.
excited
Let's
for
go.
More information in the future.
Doing what Persona 3 Reload would not.
Okay, let's see the first batch of headlines.
Escape from dire straits.
What's wrong with Dire Straits? They're a great band. Walk of Life's a great song. Is this Metroid Prime?
2 minutes until oxygen 0.
This is definitely not Metroid. Samus would not make a noise like that ever.
The latest entry
Oh,
in
the
the Somnium Files
I know
series
that
is
name.
stirring.
This is, I guess,
You
a
are
sequel
Kaname
to
Date,
it.
a special agent with a sophisticated AI called
Yeah, made by
Aiba,
Spike
embedded
Chunsoft.
in
Those
his
are
left
the
eye.
guys
Your
behind
mission is to track down
Danganronpa,
Iris,
I believe.
an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape game. Conduct interviews to investigate Iris's whereabouts.
Aesthetically, I
Dive
mean,
into a
it's a
subject's
little,
dreams
it's a
to
tad
reveal
more
clues
medieval,
hidden
but it
deep within
kind
their
of
psyche.
reminds me of,
And solve mind-bending
Astral Chain,
puzzles
that's
in an
it.
explorable
Platinum
environment.
game that they made for Switch a couple years back.
Everything you learn will bring you one step closer to the truth. Uncover what's hidden in reality
This could be
and
good.
dreams to rescue Iris. No Sleep for Kaname Date from The Somnium Files launches
July
on the Nintendo Switch
25th.
system. July
Interesting. I'm
25th.
trying to piece together from the Switch reveals when the Switch 2
Unleash
might
the
release.
supernatural.
Because that doesn't mean they might not release it before July, but I'm interested to see if there's like a trend of when games stop getting new releases here. Oh, I know this one. Oh, I know this
A
franchise.
classic Atlas action RPG returns with remastered HD graphics and enhanced
Oh no, I have
gameplay.
no idea what the frick this is.
Set in
Okay.
Capital City
I was
in
gonna
the
say,
year
I know what
2020.
this is. No, I
Ryder
don't.
Kuzunoha makes his
I mean, I
living
know
as
what
an
Atlas
apprentice
is,
detective.
obviously, but...
But, unbeknownst to others, he also fights alongside demons as a devil summoner. To protect the capital, Raido must investigate a
So,
series of supernatural
1800s,
cases.
1900s
Fight in
Japan
real-time battles
Persona,
alongside demons you summon.
past Sona.
Work with your demons to strike an enemy's weak point, then follow up with a powerful attack.
Or I guess
Cooperation
past
is the key
Shimigami
to victory.
Tensei. I guess
You
that's
can either
disrespectful to
turn opposing
Shimigami
demons into
Tensei.
allies. Demons can also be useful outside of
Yeah,
battle.
even Jack Frost is here, so yeah,
And
I
their
assume it's a
powers are helpful in
spin-off to
finding solutions during
SMT Persona that
investigations.
universe.
Guide Raido through a series of strange
I feel like a
incidents.
lot of people forget, because it's gotten so popular, that technically Persona's the spin-off and Shimigami Tensei is the main
Raido
series.
Remastered, the mystery of the Soulless Army.
It's sort of like how
launches
you
on
could argue
Nintendo
Mario
Switch
Kart's gotten
June
bigger than
19th.
like mainline 3D
Pre-orders
Mario
begin
games at
later
this point.
today on Nintendo eShop. Consume darkness.
Is this the Pac-Man one? Is this the Pac-Man horror
With your
one?
memories gone.
Oh yeah, I
you've
saw
been
this at the
summoned to a
Game Awards.
strange,
This looks so
unfamiliar
stupid.
world
I want to play it.
Where you're greeted by a yellow orb known as Puck.
Yeah, it's
But who
literally
is this
Hollow Knight
spherical
Pac-Man.
stranger? Moored in a mysterious, maze-like world, your battle for survival begins. As Puck guides you on your journey, you'll delve deeper into the expansive world. By examining your surroundings, you can phase shift and combine with Puck to explore areas
Yeah,
you couldn't
literally
reach before.
Pac-Man. Oh my god, literally Power Pellet.
But tread lightly.
I get the feeling
creatures
somebody
inhabiting this
proposed.
world
It's
will
just a
prove
dark
hostile.
Pac-Man
When facing
Metroidvania.
imposing enemies, you
I
and
feel like
Puck can
somebody at
temporarily fuse into the
Namco
Gaia form
proposed
to
this
unleash
idea as a
powerful
joke,
attacks.
and everybody else thought he was being serious and loved the idea. And the guy was just like,
Consuming your prey,
okay.
you'll collect resources.
Like, what if we made like a
Can then be
Pac-Man
used to
horror
enhance your
roguelike? Ha ha ha.
abilities.
That's a great idea. You're getting a promotion. Oh,
Work to
okay.
uncover
I knew
Puck's
it.
true goal.
I knew it was a great idea when I suggested it.
And devour enemies to survive this cruel
Oh
world.
my god!
Experience a dark twist on the iconic Pac-Man when...
Yeah, they're
Shadow
even
Labyrinth
acknowledging
launches
it.
on
Yeah,
Nintendo
it's literally
Switch
just
July
Pac-Man.
18th.
Also a July release. Oh, but yeah, I want to play
The
that game
rhythmic
so
march
badly. It
begins.
looks like the type of brand of stupid good fun that I love. I
Remasters
love
of
when
Patapon and
I love
Patapon
when
2 are
anything,
drumming
game,
onto
movie,
Nintendo Switch
otherwise,
as
does
one
like
bundle.
has like a stupid premise, and they just
Play
commit
your
to it
drum to the
fully.
beat and give different
They take a
commands to the
stupid premise
Patapon
deadly
army.
seriously. That's
For
why I like that
example,
Cocaine Bear
Pata,
movie
Pata,
so much.
Patapon advances them forward. While Pawn
Oh, so a
Pawn
rhythm game.
Patapon has them attack. And if you string together combos with good timing, the Patapons enter fever mode and get a big boost in power. From the horse riding
game would have gone
Cubapon
hard
to
on the
shield
DS,
savvy
man.
Tatepon.
Although maybe it was
Build up your
specifically
battalion
trying to
to take
emulate
on
like
hordes of
Revan
fierce foes.
Haven DS games and stuff like that.
Plus, new features have been added, so you can advance to the beat of your own drum.
Oh, new feature? Oh, so this is a re-release. Maybe it
Lead the
was a
Patapons and
DS
march
game.
forth When Patapon 1+2 Replay
Oh no, it is
launches on
Patapon 1
Nintendo
plus 2,
Switch,
so yeah,
July
okay, so it's
11th.
a remake, it's a remastered collection. Okay. I missed that at the beginning.
Welcome to Zephyrtown, a cozy place nestled in a windswept valley.
Oh, Farming Sim? Farming
This
Sim?
is where your new life begins.
Farming Sim! Actual Farming Sim! This is literally Story of Seasons.
First cropping up on the Nintendo DS system.
A
this
Story of
immersive farming
Seasons,
and life
aka
sim has
Harvest
no
Moon,
shortage of
aka the thing
activities to
Stardew
get
Valley
up
is
to.
inspired on, aka Stardew Valley, the game I have 1,700 hours in.
Tend to your farm while growing crops and
Heck
caring
yeah,
for
Cozy
animals.
Farming Sim! It's been a whole 3 months since we got the last one.
Then sell your produce and other wares at the town's weekly bazaar. As bazaar sales grow, you'll help the once famous market regain its former splendor.
Inspiring, honestly.
You can also get to know the locals.
So it's basically like a Farming Sim, but with
and
more
maybe
focus on the
nurture a
selling of the
relationship
merchandise.
if you find that special someone.
Whoa, you can get married in the Farming Sim? This has never happened
Plus,
before.
taking advantage of Zephyrtown's windy conditions can make
Oh,
travel and
like
other
Wind
tasks
Waker!
a
Oh,
breeze.
that's cute. I don't know if it's inspired by Wind Waker, but I choose to believe it is.
The winds of change are coming, and your new life on the farm begins when Story of Seasons
Kinda reminds
Grand
me of
Bazaar
Animal
launches on the
Crossing, sort
Nintendo
of,
Switch
like,
system
design-wise.
August 27th.
Like, I mean, like, specifically graphics.
Please look forward
Although I think
to the
that's
latest
me just
entry in
thinking
the
anything
Story of
remotely
Seasons
cheesy
series.
looks like Animal Crossing.
Next, please take a look at this.
We don't really have a choice. Oh, is this Prime 4? This kind of looks like the jungle area they were showing at the end of Prime... Yep! Metroid Prime 4. Beyond! Wait, is this gonna be like Batman Beyond? Is this like a new Samus that's taken over the suit? Is she being coached by the old Samus?
This is the unknown planet Vuros.
Well, I'm gonna say it's
Here,
unknown if it has a name.
Samus finds a verdant jungle with a colossal tree at its center.
Oh my gosh,
In
it's
order
Donkey
to
Kong
survive
Country Returns
and
free,
escape this
guys!
planet that she
The
was
Donkey Kong game
unexpectedly
we've all been waiting
transported
for!
to. Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a path forward.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I mean, Retro Studios makes both the Donkey Kong Country, new
She's
Donkey
not
Kong Country
alone,
games
though.
and Metroid
Abhorrent,
Prime,
alien
so...
creatures living in the jungle
Might have been
are waiting
intentional.
to strike.
I don't know if I'll get this one or not. I mean, I hope it does well for the sake of Metroid fans who've had to wait forever for this to come out, but... I played
As she
Metroid
explores the
Dread a
planet,
few years ago, and
Samus is
I
going to
enjoyed it fine
experience
enough,
the
but
ancient
it
powers
wasn't like I converted to a
psychic
Metroid fan
abilities.
after it. It's just, it was just fine for me.
These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms.
To be fair though, that was also a 2D game. It
And
might be
open
different
doors.
playing in 3D like this.
They also allow her to control the trajectory of her beams with the power of her mind.
With the power of her mind. Why is that like
But why
an epic
were
early
these powers
2000s
bestowed
movie
upon
trailer?
Samus?
Oh, I bet those psychic abilities could probably use motion controls.
Theros, Montanaga, Shakaran.
This is straight up feeling Star Warsy now.
And what will be her fate after being summoned to Vuros? The threads intertwining beyond space and time are beginning to
That one's
weave
just named
a new
Cervix.
tale.
Lakin Sakalalech.
Oh, still not a release date. That's interesting.
Intendina.
I wonder if the theory that it's going to be a simultaneous release on Switch and Switch 2 is going to be true or not. No? Is that supposed to be her new suit, or is that
It
Dark
looks
Samus?
like even more challenges await Samus. We hope you're looking forward to exploring
Why is her
Samus's
visor
new
purple this
psychic
time?
abilities.
Oh, I guess for the psychic thing.
Okay, let's move on to some more headlines.
Ready to
It seems like a
stir
running
up some
theme
mischief?
of the Metroid games, from what I have seen, is that Samus gets a new weird
Once
curse
upon
power
a
and she
time,
just
there
doesn't
was a
question
drag
it.
coffee shop that transformed into a magical potion cafe. As the
Oh,
most potionista
okay. I was
of
like,
the cursed
Potion Craft?
cafe,
No,
you
weird
craft
knockoff
concoctions for
Disney Potion
villains
Craft.
and get to know them in a new light.
Oh
Mix
no,
ingredients
it's
to
a,
brew all
is it a
sorts of
dating sim
strange
too?
Elixirs.
Is
Then
this
serve them
Valhalla
to
but
your
Disney
villainous
villains?
visitors, including Ursula and Gaston. With help from Yzma, you can upgrade your ingredients to produce some wildly wicked creations.
Oh, if they add the villain
potions you
from
make
Wish,
can
this would be
influence each customer's
hilarious.
storylines,
I wanna
leading
see what
to
weird
different
villains
outcomes
they add.
every time you play.
Can they add like
Who
the
knows
alien
what
bad guy from
mischief
Lilo and
might
Stitch?
happen? Disney villains Cursed
Just
Cafe
add Lotso from Toy
launches on
Story
Nintendo
3.
Switch later today.
Just like all the most weird villains they can find from Disney
Summon a
stuff.
spellbinding
Although,
adventure.
if they add Dr. Doofenshmirtz, that would actually be a day one purchase for me.
Welcome to Witchbrook College, where students strive to master the magical arts.
Which college?
During class, use magic
A
circles to
witch
perform
school.
rituals.
There's an interesting
Fly on
concept.
brooms.
Very
and learn
unique.
advanced techniques to go from witch in training to skilled spellcaster.
Honestly
There's
though,
also
I
plenty
love
to
the
do outside
aesthetic
of
here, like
class.
sort of the pixelated
Hang out with
isometric
friends
look.
at their homes.
Although the look
Take
of this
on various
game
jobs to help pay for
distressingly
tuition.
reminds me of that one very cursed GIF
Or
that used
use
to
the
be a
spells
meme
you've
to
learned
torture
to
people
craft
with.
and sell
And if you know the
original
GIF I'm
items.
talking about,
Plus, up to 4 players can
this
make
looks a
magic
little bit
together in
like
online
that.
co-op.
Just a tad, but
Explore this whimsical
Not enough
world
to
on
ruin
the
the
road
game.
to graduation and beyond. Are you ready for a
like
spellbinding
co-op,
journey?
so honestly, this could be cute.
Enrollment begins when Witchbrook flies onto Nintendo Switch this holiday.
Holiday, okay. This presumably will be after the Switch 2 comes out then.
Action, adventure, and
Unless the
arcade
Switch 2 is
games
coming out in
await.
2026, in which case
Set
I know a
off
lot of
on
people are going to be
fantastical
very
mission
angry.
to eliminate a mysterious deity. In this hand-drawn platforming adventure, you'll explore an expansive archipelago where nightmares and wonder collide. Upgrade your trusty cane with magical parts, then use its abilities to find your own path through the enchanting world. Can you
Isn't that
uncover
cane
the
bouncing
secrets
ability
the
literally just
archipelago
Cranky
holds?
Kongs from
Find
Tropical
out when the
Freeze?
Eternal Life of Goldman launches on Nintendo Switch.
I like
this
the
holiday.
name though, The Eternal Life of Goldman.
Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Gradius with a collection of arcade shoot-'em-up games from across the series.
The only time I ever hear
Titles
people
include
mention Gradius these days is when they're comparing
Salamander,
like the shooting sections of Cuphead
Life Force.
to it.
Gradius 2
That is the only time I
Gradius
ever
3,
hear about people talking about Gradius when they're
and
talking about parts of
Salamander 2.
Cuphead.
Some titles come with multiple versions, including ones from different regions and launch years. Plus, take the helm in a brand new entry, Salamander 3.
Holy crap,
Gradius
Salamander
Origins
3?
launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 7th. Pre-orders begin later today on
So
Nintendo
August 7th.
eShop.
Most of these are like late July,
Battle
early
to the
August.
beat
So
in
far.
Rift of the Necro Dancer. Press the corresponding buttons.
Oh,
in each
they
way
made
to
a
fight
rhythm game
monsters
for
in
Crypt of the
rhythm-based
Necro. They
combat.
made a Guitar
Keep
Hero
the cadence going
Crypt of the
with
Necro
epic boss
Dancer?
battles, quirky
That's
minigames,
interesting. I mean, the
remix
game was
stages,
already
and
rhythm
global
based,
leaderboards.
so I guess that's
Plus,
a natural
more musical
evolution.
mayhem awaits in the Celeste Music Pack paid DLC.
Oh, they're also making a
Be
Celeste
on the
combo.
lookout
Oh,
for more
and
DLC
Pizza
in
Tower.
the future. Rift of the Necro Dancer launches on Nintendo Switch later
Was that
today.
Dave the Diver? No.
Let's see
Oh, and it's
what's
releasing
in
today,
store.
so that's cool. What is this Animal Crossing
Welcome
knockoff?
to Tamagotchi Plaza, a brand
Oh.
new entry in the Tamagotchi Connection series. There are stores galore. Design glasses at the eyewear shop. Polished pearly whites solo.
I have no
or with a
idea if
friend
this game
at
is
the
or
dentist.
came before or
And
after,
arranged
but
plates
it,
at the
it just
afternoon
kind
tea
of
shop.
looks like
12
Wish.com.
wonderful stores need your help.
Wish.com Animal Crossing, doesn't it?
Provide good customer service to get high ratings and upgrade each shop.
I guess it's more like shop and town
In doing
focused.
so, you'll get to meet more Tamagotchi, making the town livelier than before. With over 100 new and classic Tamagotchi, business is sure to be booming. Get ready to set up shop when Tamagotchi Plaza launches on Nintendo Switch June 27th.
Okay, never late June release. Oh, and this is Zaw. That good Zaw. I was wondering whether or not this would show up, just because sometimes Pokemon games just won't show up in regular directs.
Welcome to Pokemon Legends.
The way they
CA,
did that
a
intro
new
tells me
title
we're
in
going to be
the
talking about
Pokemon
this for a
series.
while.
You'll begin your adventure by choosing one
I
of
know
3
some
partner
people are
Pokemon.
very upset with like the starters in this game. Apparently, like they're some of the
setting
most
is this
hated
Metropolis
starters in all
that
of
also appeared in
Pokemon.
the Pokemon X and Pokemon Y games, Lumio City. To make it easier for people and Pokemon to coexist, a company named Quasartico Inc. is carrying out an urban redevelopment plan. Here,
I'm
we'll get
sure
a
there's no
glimpse into the
sinister
lives of the
undertones behind that
Pokemon and
whatsoever.
people of Lumio City.
Oh, Vaporeon's in this one. All the weirdos can rejoice.
Scattered all over town are wild zones. These areas are special environments where wild Pokemon can live comfortably, even within the city.
So apart. So like
can
a
catch
nature
Pokemon here.
preserve.
But they might be hostile. If you sense trouble, get to safety. There are Pokemon that live outside wild zones too. Some of them can even be found on rooftops.
This
People
entire
and Pokemon live
this
easygoing
entire thing
lives
is
in
giving me
Lumio
Sonic
City.
Unleashed vibes.
But when night falls,
Ooh.
the city's aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament, the ZA Royale.
The
Trainers
Zoroyale.
await in battle zones.
Ooh, bass player going hard on this song.
If you're spotted, they'll challenge you to battle.
Yeah,
Strike first
Pokemon
before
Legends
being
Zaw.
seen,
It's
and you'll
the
land a
second
surprise
game
attack.
in the Pokemon. It's a sequel to Pokemon
During
Legends
battles,
Arceus.
using
This
a
one's
super
based on
effective
X and
move at
Y.
the right moment is key.
Nice to see you in chat, by the way, Sidecrafter.
And with Mega
Looking
Evolution,
forward to finishing
some
the second half of the
Pokemon can
podcast
power up
later.
even more. You'll start at rank Z and work your way up to rank A.
26
Trainers who
levels there,
reach the
that's
top
interesting.
Are said to have a wish granted. Day and night are two sides to Lumio City.
I don't know, the
It seems there are
graphics on
even
this
more
one don't
secrets
look great,
waiting
but
to
at
be
this point,
uncovered.
are we expecting a
What will
Pokemon
you
game on
find
Switch
on
to look
your
great?
adventure?
I think the only Pokemon on Switch that looked
Pokemon
great
Legends
was
ZA launches on
probably
Nintendo
new
Switch
Pokemon
later
Snap.
this year.
And that one was made by Namco, so that's probably part of the
In
reason.
Lumio City, where the game is set, the aura transforms between day and night. It seems there are even more secrets to uncover. Please be on the lookout for more information in the future.
So you're
Next,
telling me the city
Please take a
aura
look at
farms?
this.
Hello there.
Is this
The game you're
Rivenhaven?
about to see. Boop. Doesn't have a big, epic story.
Oh, there are some people that are about to
But
go
what it does
crazy
have
if
is lots
this is
of funny little rhythm
Rivenhaven.
games.
Oh, it is
You wanna
Rivenhaven.
Boop.
Oh, I've never
Just
played a
press the button to
Rivenhaven
jump
game,
through
but
the
I've heard nothing but good things about it. There are a ton of people who are... There are a ton of people who popped off at this announcement.
It sounds easy.
I was wondering what new
But the
Switch
timing is
games
super
they could
tricky.
possibly be releasing. And I guess
Maybe you could
Rivenhaven
try
is
it in
good, because
time
it's
to
like a
rhythm.
smaller game, too, so... Like, it's a game that's small enough that they could release it and hype it up, but it wouldn't overshadow anything on the Switch, too. So yeah, this type of game releasing at this point in the Switch's lifespan makes perfect sense.
In this game, you might do almost anything, but you will need
I
to
hate
really
this person talking, by the way. But I hope this does well.
With practice, you
I
might
think
even
this
be
is
able
the
to
first
play with your eyes
Rivenhaven
closed.
since... I think there was one on the 3DS. I don't know, I never played the series as a kid, so...
Get into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series, Rhythm Heaven Groove.
Finally... 2026?
That was Rhythm
I
Heaven
figured this would be
Groove,
to try to
a
fill the
brand
gap
new
in
entry
between.
in the Rhythm Heaven series.
Between now and the
It includes
Switch
lots
2.
of music
What?
produced by renowned Japanese musician Tsunku.
Oh, now I'm very worried that this game isn't going
What
to
kinds
do
of
well.
rhythms do you think you'll hear?
I don't know if this game is
Well, we
strong
hope you're
enough
looking
to sell
forward
on
to
its own. I guess not everybody's going to buy a Switch 2 right away because the
Next,
Switch
we
appealed
have
to a lot of
news about
casual
the use of
crowds, but
digital
still.
games on your system.
I'm worried it's going to be like
Please
the
take a
last
look.
few games they released on the 3DS that all bombed because the Switch was out.
With game cards, you can put a game
Oh.
featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system, and a Legend of Zelda game in this one.
Oh
Freely
no, where are you
inserting
going
the
with
games
this?
you have on hand into any system you want. But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards?
Huh?
Well, here's what we came up with. Introducing the Virtual Game Card. In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
So you can... Oh, so this is them explaining how they're going to transfer digital games to Switch 2, I think. Basically.
When purchasing the digital version of the game,
I mean, it's nice to
It will be
have, because
loaded
that's one of
onto
the
your
biggest
system as a
complaints
virtual
about
game
digital
card,
games is that you can't
allowing
trade them
you to
with
play that
friends
title.
at any point.
your digital games will
My-
be lined up as virtual
My
game
only
cards on a
concern is,
dedicated management
this is
screen.
them gently breaking the news to us that
Here, you can load
Switch
and
2
eject
could be
your virtual
digital
game
only.
cards and manage which games you can play on your system.
I sincerely hope that's not the case, because I love collecting physical game boxes.
If you have two Nintendo Switch systems, can
I don't know
eject
if they're
a
going to be
virtual game card
charging
from
for
one
this or not.
and load it onto the second. Now you can play this game on the second system wherever and whenever you want, just as if you had inserted a physical game card.
It's interesting that they waited this
With
late
virtual game
into the
cards, you
lifespan
can
of the
freely
Switch
load
to
and
do
arrange
this.
which games you play on up to 2 systems. Local communication with your
They're
second
basically
system
asking
is
people to
required,
play
but only
own
the
multiple
first time.
systems with this move. That's how they pass the PS2. They get everybody owning a Switch right now to buy
You
a
can also
second
lend
one.
out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members. Connect to your family group member system via local wireless when
This
you
seems
want
like
to
a
lend a game.
very overly
Choose
long
the title you're
explanation of
lending.
just saying you can just switch, you can
And
just
who you're lending it
transfer digital games to other Switches now, like physical games.
to, and you're done. They
I do
can
like
now
the
play
use
on
of
their
Mii's
own
though.
system.
I hope Nintendo uses more Mii's for the
You
Switch
can only
too.
lend one game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks. After
No, I
which
mean
they will
PS2, like
automatically
the
return to
all-time
you.
sales. The record for the most
Making
video game
digital
consoles
games
sold of
even
all
easier
time
to
is the
use.
PlayStation 2 at
Virtual game
160
card.
million units. Nintendo Switch is at 151 million units.
The virtual game card feature.
So a
lets
lot
you
of
swap
Nintendo fans
games
like myself
between
are
Nintendo
hoping that it
Switch
passes
systems,
the PS2 before it
as well as
dies.
to Nintendo Switch 2 systems. This feature is planned to be added via a system update in late April.
Okay.
Let's take a look.
Wow, an
at more
update that
Nintendo
isn't
Switch
just
games.
stability enhancements. Oh, sizzle reel. Really? They're adding High on Life at this point? Didn't that game not do well? The Wandering Village. Oh, quite literally. Somebody saw the lion turtle in Avatar and Last Airbender and decided, what if that was just a game? Luz Lagoon weirdly reminds me aesthetically of Brawl Stars. Never Fantasy Life. Another Cozy Farming Sim, let's go! It's been a whole 20 minutes since the
Uncover
last
history
one.
once more.
Fire Emblem?
An HD remaster of Saga Frontier
no.
2 is venturing on to Nintendo Switch. Meet Gustav, the Royal Heir, and Will, the Explorer. Two heroes whose fates and legacies will intertwine across
I
generations. in
believe
this
I've heard of
epic
this
RPG.
franchise before. My goodness, their feet are gigantic.
Experience the original story, along with brand new events that expand the
Like,
vibrant
people
world of
thought,
Sondale.
people joke about Sora from Kingdom Hearts, his feet being gigantic. No, it's
Team up
whoever
with more
these guys
characters in
are.
battle,
Are they half frog? Is that the plot?
and transfer stats to allies through the parameter inheritance system.
Speaking as someone who personally wears a
After
size
finishing the
12
main
shoe,
story, you can test
these
your
guys have
mettle in mud
gigantic
against
feet.
even more powerful bosses. What histories will you uncover through the ages? Saga Frontier 2 Remastered launches on Nintendo Switch
still,
later
Another
today.
good RPG. Gosh, I think the Switch basically has every
Monumental
RPG made from
adventures
like
await.
2005 and before at this point.
Embark on peaceful journeys across this series of beautiful puzzle games. Wander through isometric worlds filled with stunning landscapes to manipulate, optical illusions to discover, and mystifying secrets to unfold.
This is like
In Monument
our
Valley,
basic yearly
lead the
indie
silent
puzzle
Princess
vibe
Ida
game.
in her quest
Like,
for
cause there seems to be a
forgiveness
game like this
while
every year,
outsmarting
like the indie
enigmatic
game that's
crow
just like a
people.
puzzle game, but it's also really
A
chill.
different journey awaits in Monument Valley 2.
I don't
Guide
know
Ro
if
in
this
her
is actually an
adventure
indie
through
game, but
motherhood, as
it
she
might
and
be
her
made by a
child
big
unlock
publisher,
the
but-
secrets of the sacred geometry.
yeah, Monument Valley,
Both
which
games contain all their additional chapters.
as an American I think of
add-ons,
something different
and
when I think of
DLC.
Monument Valley, but
The first two Monument Valley games launch on Nintendo Switch April 15th.
yay,
Pre-orders
tax day!
begin later today on Nintendo eShop. And Help Noor on her journey to restore the world's light in Monument Valley 3.
Oh, they're making a new one,
setting sail
too.
on Nintendo Switch this summer.
That's cool. Nintendo Switch Sports, but again? No,
A brand
White
new entry in the Everybody's Golf series is driving onto Nintendo
Oh yeah,
Switch.
Everybody's Golf. I've heard of this. Monument Valley's old. Okay.
Time your
I've never
button
played it.
pressed just right, and take your shot.
Nice shot.
They even say nice
Before
shot
that-
like in Wii Sports. They know.
Side spins, and other special shots. In the single-player challenge
I mean,
mode,
I'd still rather play as
compete in
these guys
tournaments
than
and face
Nintendo
off
Switch
against
Sports
a range
guys.
of rivals to become the ultimate golfer. In Wacky Golf, your shots could get pulled into holes, or obstacles might fall. It's golf that's not quite par for the course. Up to 4 golfers can hit the fairway together locally.
We have
or
caddies in
online
this
play.
one. That's more than we do in either
So
Mario
just
Golf
relax
or Nintendo Switch
And
Sports.
get ready to tee off. Everybody's Golf Hot Shots lands on Nintendo Switch this year.
Oh, Marvel game.
Unite some of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the fight against evil. Pair up 2 heroes from the roster of 15, including the likes of the spectacular Spider-Man and the ferocious Wolverine.
I'm
take
trying to
on
figure
the
out if this is a
challenge.
remake
From
or
close
just
quarters
a new
combatants
game
to
that's made to
aerial
look like an
aces.
older game.
You can mix and match a variety of heroes for an amazing array of possibilities. And swap between your team of 2 at
It's
any
basically a
time.
River City Girls that's
Take
beat 'em up.
advantage of your team's
Streets of
strengths
Rage.
to overwhelm your foes. Plus, up to 4 players can assemble for local or online co-op play.
If I ever played Everybody's Golf, I know
The
which
battle
character
for
I'd
the fate
use.
of the Marvel Universe begins when Marvel Cosmic Invasion
I like
launches on Nintendo Switch
Captain
system
Marvel's
this
design
holiday.
in this one. The white hair, I kind of dig
That
it.
was Marvel Cosmic Invasion, where you'll battle as a tag team of different superheroes. Next is our last game announcement.
Oh,
Please take a look.
all right. Hello?
Congo. I'm a buckle. Tornado Damanji Boston yesterday.
Oh no. Is this Tomodachi? Oh, if this is Tomodachi Life. Oh, there are a lot of people who are very excited about this. Oh, everybody's been complaining about not having a Tomodachi on Switch ever since Miitopia got remade. Oh, it is the new Tomodachi Life. Holy crap. Also 2026. Interesting.
Did you want to talk?
Yep, this is about as level of the weirdness of Tomodachi Life on
Glad
3DS.
that was only a dream.
Yep. All I can say is
Was
people who
Tomodachi
love
Life
like the
Living
3DS
Dream,
era of
the first new
Nintendo are
entry
been
in the series
feasting
in over 10
with
years.
this direct. Another
In
Rhythm
the trailer,
Haven, another
we saw new
Tomodachi
characters
Life.
living on an island out at sea. What kinds of interactions do you think they'll have? We hope you're looking forward to it.
Why are all like the life sim games Nintendo made for Switch
Thank
are
you
like,
for
let's
watching
be on an
today's
island?
Nintendo Direct so far. Our final announcement is something a little different that's not a game. Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
Oh, I thought that was
Hello,
the final
I'm
announcement.
Shigeru Miyamoto. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct.
Oh, is it about the Mario movie?
Since
The next
2011,
Mario
Nintendo
movie?
Direct has delivered Nintendo news directly to you. And now, these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch. Thank you all very much.
Are they gonna shut them
We'll
down?
continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly. This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today,
Oh, a news app.
which functions like a daily calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content about Nintendo games and characters every day.
Interesting. Nintendo's continuing
After
to
the
slowly
Nintendo
understand
Direct
what
for
the
Nintendo Switch 2 on April
Nintendo
2nd,
continuing to slowly learn how the internet works.
news about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well. Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today.
Nintendo
Anyone
made their
with
own
a
Reddit
Nintendo account
basic
can use
subreddit
the app,
basically.
So please try it out. That's all I have to share. I hope you enjoy using Nintendo Today.
Nintendo's been cooking with some apps lately between this and the Nintendo Music one.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Okay. Yep. I mean, that's about what I expected for the Nintendo Direct. Like, nothing huge, obviously, because the Switch 2 is literally going to be talked about next week. So next week's, like, the big one for, like, games and such. But I thought it was interesting. Again, 3DS fans feasting a new Rhythm Heaven and a new Tomodachi Life. After people have been basically assuming that those series have been dead for a while, so... Pokemon, obviously, Metroid Prime. A lot of updates on stuff we already knew or third parties, which I guess is to be expected. But yeah. Yeah, the big one's next week, though. And I will be trying to watch that one live, so... But anyways, with that, we are going to, switch over to Portal 2. I'm going to take a couple minutes of a break, and then I'll be back and we'll go ahead and get started into that, like we originally planned. So sit tight, chat. I'll be back in a bit.